What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Spiritual Boss Lady, coming back at you with another reading for Sagittarius for the month of October. You guys, if you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you're already part of the Boss Lady family, I love you, I love you, I love you. This reading is for Sagittarius. You guys, this is a general reading. Which means it will not resonate with everyone. If it does not resonate with you, it's probably not for you. Okay? Okay. So let's jump right on in for Sagittarius for the month of October. You guys, I'm reading from the Tarot of the Divine today. You can see the book right by my Boss Lady sign on your left-hand side. Thank you. First card up you guys have is the Ace of Wands. This tarot deck deals with folklore. It's a very good tarot deck. I highly recommend it. So yeah, guys, I really, really like it. Card stock is really good. Your next card up is the Magician. And when I say card stock, for my people that don't actually normally use tarot cards, when I say card stock, it's the card. Okay, it's this. Some cards are very flimsy and some are not. This is not a flimsy card. It's very sturdy. It's a good card. All right, for Sagittarius. Oh, that's too many. All right, Sagittarius, you have the King of Swords. For Sagittarius for the month of October. You guys, I'm coming up to my 500th subscriber. And when I do come up to my 500th subscriber, I'm going to give a contest where the 33rd person can get a reading. Actually, 3 people. So, yeah, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. And look out for the contest. Thank you so much. 7 of Cups. For Sagittarius. All right, thank you. Sagittarius, you have the Four of Swords. That's too many. Please show me what I need to see. Thank you. Okay, Sagittarius, you have the Six of Swords. Swords, a lot of air energy. And you have the Five of Swords. Goodness. Swords. Slice and dice, Sagittarius. Slice and dice, baby. And the last card up you have is the King of Coins. My goodness. Okay, now. Wait a minute. All right, Sagittarius. So, your first card up is the Ace of Wands. Okay, can you see that? And the Ace of Wands speak to excitement. Okay. The Ace of Wands speak to creativity. Okay. The Ace of Wands speaks to a spark, a new beginning, a growth. Okay, but the wands and the aces of the wands, honey, can be very much a symbol for the male phallic and using the male phallic to be intimate. Okay, so that's the Ace of Wands. Okay, and your next card up, Sagittarius, is the Magician. Okay, and the Magician card speaks to transformation. The Magician card speaks to self-confidence, skill, a breakthrough. Okay, the Magician card speaks to originality. Okay, the Magician card speaks to resourcefulness. Okay, it also can speak to like transformation. And the next card up you have is the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is very much a structured king. Okay, now there is no gender in tarot, so it can be that your spouse is coming up in a King of Swords kind of vibration, or swords vibration, which is air vibration, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? Because there is no gender in tarot. So the King of Swords is a very authoritative person. They want structure, okay? Self-discipline, okay? They want logic, okay? The King of Swords is very logical. The King of Swords will also slice and dice, okay? He's a very no-nonsense kind of king. He doesn't really tolerate foolishness. And the next card up is the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups speaks to daydreaming. The Seven of Cups speak to fantasy. The Seven of Cups speaks to wishful thinking, okay? The Seven of Cups speaks to procrastination, okay? The Seven of Cups speaks to illusion, okay? You see, if you look at this guy, he has all of these cups, all of these options, but all of these options are not viable, okay? All of these options are not suitable. All of these options are not good, okay? So there's some illusion that is there, okay? And the next card up you have is the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords speaks to sanctuary. The Four of Swords speaks to someone regrouping, okay? The Four of Swords speaks to meditation, okay? The Four of Swords can even speak to counseling. It can also speak to someone that's being very passive. It speaks to passivity, okay? And the next card up is the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords speak to healing, but moving forward and moving on. The Six of Swords speaks to stability. The Six of Swords speak to a journey that you could possibly be going on. The Six of Swords speak to a person wanting to escape, okay? And then the next card up you have is the Five of Swords, okay? And the Five of Swords speak to being violent. The Five of Swords speak to crime. The Five of Swords speak to betrayal. The Five of Swords also speaks to a surrender, okay? If you look at this young lady in the tarot deck, on the tarot card, she has her hands in her head in her hands, and she's crying, okay? She's crying. She's upset, all right? And there's an authoritative figure over her head, okay? So that's the Five of Swords. And the next card up you have is the King of Coins. Can you guys see that really well? I know my lighting is not the greatest. The way I have my light, you can't barely see the cards, but these cards are absolutely gorgeous. But the Five of Coins speaks to success, dependability, okay? The Five of Swords speak to a strong will. The Five of Swords speak to, the Five of Swords. The King of Coins, guys. The King of Coins speak to success, dependability. The King of Coins can speak to conservatism, okay? The King of Coins can speak to someone who is strong-willed, okay? It also can speak to someone willing to work, okay? So, yeah, that is the King of Coins. So when I look at all of these cards together, Sagittarius, okay? First off, let's start with the first card, which is Ace of Wands. So there is a new beginning or exciting new beginning in something, perhaps a relationship, perhaps a business endeavor, perhaps, but I think it's a relationship because Boss Lady doesn't really do, I do financial readings for people, but I generally do love readings on my Spiritual Boss Lady YouTube page. So I want to go out on a limb and say that this is a new beginning in a relationship. Okay. Possibly two people, actually, because you have the King of Swords and the King of Coins. Now, guys, the King of Swords and the King of Coins, two totally different people. Okay. Now, not that they don't have possess some of the same traits, but they're two totally different people, okay? So, yeah, I'm seeing two totally different people. And also, you have the Four of Swords. Could it be possible that you were dealing with two different people? Someone betrayed you, though, and someone was being a bully, Okay, someone possibly committed a crime against you, or you committed a crime, Sagittarius. Or again, this could be the energy that has happened already or will happen in the near and close future. Okay, because there's two different kings here, and one is authoritative, one is structure, one deals with self-discipline, one is loyal, and then there's another one who just deals with money, success. There's another one here that is very strong-willed, okay, and you're trying to get transformation, okay. You're trying to get a breakthrough. Okay, you're trying to gain back self-confidence. You're trying to gain back structure in your life. Okay, you're actually also doing a lot of meditating and regrouping. Okay, you're seeking sanctuary. You're taking the time, probably a little bit too much time, because the Seven of Cups speak to procrastination. And procrastination means that you're kind of holding off from doing something that you know you need to do or you have to do in order for your breakthrough to come through. You have to finish something or put a cap on something. But because you're in procrastination mode, it's not possibly happening in this moment. But what you want is healing. What you want is moving forward. What you want is stability. And perhaps, like I said, you're going to go on some type of journey, doing a little escapism, or maybe just getting your mind together, or like meditating, or contemplating what next moves possibly you need to take. Okay? Because like I said, with the Magician there is a transformation that is heavily needed, but you have started a new situation, or it's on the horizon, a new situation. Perhaps it's in the very beginning stages where there's a lot of excitement, there's a lot of creativity, but again, be a little bit wary. Perhaps that person maybe has somebody else, or you have somebody else, because there's two kings on the board. Again, guys, so that could possibly mean that, again, there's no gender in tarot, so the two kings could be showing up as two females that are very masculine, or two females that are very like authoritative, or very like boss kind of ladies. Or it could be a female that has two mates, two suitors, but they're both on the same kind of status, because they're both kings. You know, they both have authority. They both have, you know, kings are very structured. They're very stable. Okay. So yeah, that's what I have for you, Gemini. That's what I have for you. Please like, share, subscribe. Love and light, you guys, and have a blessed and beautiful day.